So you want to make clickable yet good quality thumbnails for YouTube, right? Well, I'm going to show you how I make my good quality and clickable thumbnails in Adobe Illustrator. Hi, my name is 𝙂𝙄, I do entertainment and lifestyle, and here's my tutorial on how you can make a good thumbnail for YouTube. Let's get into this tutorial. First thing you want to do is you want to download Adobe Illustrator. Specifically, I use Adobe Illustrator 2020. Okay, so when you open Adobe Illustrator, this is what my home screen looks like. I'll go through like my past thumbnails I've done for my channel. So here's the thing with being a good content creator, or what I think makes like the best content creators, is you never want to just have one thumbnail. I feel like, I know this can be a little bit tedious, but having maybe 2 and 3 thumbnails. Because from my own experience from seeing very like up there YouTubers, in like a course of 5 minutes, I see the thumbnail originally have, but then when I come back like 20 minutes later, it's a whole new thumbnail. A prime example I saw was with Brooke Bush, who is hilarious. Love her family, love her vlogs. But yeah, and from that, I think she did get more views on that video because she had what? A good thumbnail. And it did seem more clickable when she changed it. I can try a dummy thumbnail just for the sake of this video, so you know my style of how I do this. So to start off, you can press create new. Just so you know, the dimensions for a thumbnail is 1280 pixels width and then 720 pixels height. Literally just glue that to your brain whenever you make thumbnails. It's very, very important. But yeah, so since I've used this multiple times to make my thumbnail, it already has the dimensions automatically set in it. So let's just call this, just for organization, I usually put the name of the video I'm using this thumbnail for, but for the sake of this video, I'll just call this the test thumbnail. Press enter or just press create, and then it should load up. And then this is the dimensions that should come up. So what I do for my thumbnail, so I know like my playing map of set up my thumbnail, is I take the rectangular tool and then I click right here at the dimension of 0 to 0 on the axis, and then I drag it out all the way to the end space of 1280, which is like about right here. And then boom, you have the background for your thumbnail you can use, so you can overlay pictures or anything else you want to add to your thumbnail. So specifically for mine, let's say I'm doing a manifesting video, since that's a very popular video to do right now. So let's say I go to Google, I want a sunflower part of the thumbnail. So search up sunflower. Let's use this one. This is a nice picture. Then we click and drag it over to the workspace. We'll zoom out so that you can just scale it down so it's easy to work with, like that. Okay. So I'm going to start basically doing this method where you click, then you can drag over stuff you want to cut out or stuff you want to keep in. But just note that the image or the part of the image that you are mapping around with the pen tool is what's going to be kept into the image that you're going to use for the thumbnail. Let's make that no stroke, and then let's make that white, because usually the pictures that I cut out from the original photos have a white outline in it. So what I'm doing here is I'm drawing out a specific part of the image that I want to use, which is this sunflower. So I'm basically gonna cut out more of a sunflower, and just for the sake of time, I'm just going to kind of go over in the middle here and just go over to this side and continue to map over it. Okay, and we're down to the last pen. Okay. Most important thing, when you're done tracing out the part of the image you want to use for the thumbnail, you have to end it right onto the dot that you started with, which was this one for me that I'm hovering over. So now the fun part, you click the select tool. You want to use the one that's completely filled in with white, so it's just this one that I clicked on. And then you basically want to click Shift. I'm using Windows, so it might be different for a Mac, but you click Shift, and then mouse click, and then you want to right click onto the image that you are trying to basically select out of the image you originally came from, and then click make clipping mask, and then boom, you got the piece of the sunflower that you wanted. Kind of want to make this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to scale this flower out so it can take up more space a little bit. Now it's more filling the negative space around it, which is all of this white space. So how am I gonna fill it exactly? Get more pictures exactly. So what else can I think of that goes with manifesting? A car. I don't know. Well, not like that car, like an aesthetic car, like, oh my gosh, this car is so cute. Like, I don't know, some car like that. Another thing that I don't think everybody knows, in Adobe Illustrator, you can actually crop images. I'm gonna show that right now. Anything with flower, select from File Explorer, drag it in. Nice, beautiful car. Then when you go over to the right side in the Properties tab in Adobe Illustrator, there should be an option in Quick Actions called Crop Image. So click that. And then if you want to go back to how the image looked to before, or if you delete the image off your laptop, then it won't have the original file that you crop or, you know, do anything to in Adobe Illustrator. So just want to note that. So then you have the scaler that pops up. So I kind of want to cut out the ground a little bit because I really like the sky part of the photo. So that's kind of what I want to keep in the photo. So now I want to scale it to be the right size for the thumbnail. So I'm going to scale it down like this. Then move it over a little bit. You can right click on an image and then go to arrange and send backwards if you want it to, you know, be in the background. Use that all the time. Let's just say we want, like, you know, a carefree wildflower girl or something. Since it's a manifesting video I'm making this thumbnail for. Carefree. Okay, carefree black girl, like, cause period. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm living for these photos. Okay, period. I kind of like this picture. Yeah, let's use this picture because, you know, period. Melanin popping always, period. So let's save that. That's really a good photo. Like, low-key, I'm like, I kind of want a photo done like that for me, okay? Because skin is glowing. Okay, I'm sorry. Here, draggity, clickety, clickety. Scale it down like you supposed to. Okay, now I'm being really annoying. Okay, then scale it down. Sorry, girl, that I literally just distorted your face real quick, but it's for the sake of this video. Intersect with this one. Okay, and then we want to send it back. And if you're on Windows, you can do Control and then this back bar, I think is what you call it. So yeah, let's use that. And then I'm kind of getting lazy, so I'm gonna like use a photo I already have in my Windows. Cool, so we got our thumbnail here. So now what I usually do for my thumbnails, if it's, let's pretend this sunflower is like a person's face. What I realize with thumbnails, people love someone's face on the thumbnail. It's more intriguing. They're more like attracted to it. So what I usually do is I would take the rectangular tool, and then here's a trick here. I go over to opacity, and instead of 100%, I make it 35, because that usually works for me. Then I send it backwards. And then now you can see that the sunflower stands out more. So imagine like if that was your face that you cropped or like traced out of your original photo, outlined it with white, then it's more likely to attract the eye more. So let's make the outline of flower like, let's make the stroke like 5 points. And then boom. That looks so legit. Low-key, I might use this for a video. And then what I do for my text, the most important thing with having thumbnails on your channel is you want them to all have a common theme. So the font I use is Verdana bold italic because I like it and it works for my videos. So let's say manifesting tips, even though I'm going to tell you right now, I literally don't know how to manifest. It's not my forte, not my pate. So yeah. So manifesting tips, usually make my words white and outlined with black. And based on the text, I kind of play around with how thick I want the stroke of the outline to be. But it just depends. And then, since I don't want to use the text tool anymore, I just want to copy and paste. And then let's just say for 2021, since that's the year everyone's kind of like, let's manifest, bro, let's manifest, 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 because we're manifesting. Since I am extra, I'm going to use the warp effect. Let's use arc because it's being funny with me. Yeah, there we go. So if you want it to be like more specific, like your words kind of arc up a little bit, just use regular arc, because arc upward and downward makes the text all funky. So yeah, so I click OK, I make the bend about like 16%. And yeah, I like it. I'll move it down a little bit. And then boom, that's a thumbnail. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do for my thumbnails for YouTube. And another tip I want to say about making YouTube thumbnails, it's all based on your content that you make. Like if you make comedy, lifestyle, if you make beauty, if you're doing a beauty video, then having more of your face shown on thumbnails helps people more understand what are they going to be expecting when they click on the video. And if you have like a prank video, like having like a snippet of like a clip from the video of you actually doing the prank, that gets people more initiated to click on the video. Is seeing from the title of this video, is what the video title for will I be promised for? Is it going to actually happen in the video? And if so, does the video's thumbnail show that? So having a good thumbnail is so important if you want your video to be clicked on more. Literally, the thumbnail that I just created now that I used for past thumbnails for my other videos, they ran up a lot of views on those videos. And even one of them got good watch time on it. So it's trial and error. It's all based on your videos and your style. So I hope this video helps you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And make sure to subscribe to me on my channel. And yeah, that is a wrap on It'sElise, and I'll see you guys in another YouTube video.